afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Walnut Lodge Foundations Intensive Part 2, Week 2, and it's Day 3. So I see Babs and Patty and Cheryl out there. Hi, you guys. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So probably after this, you're going to go for a walk. Spring is on the way. All right, so we're going to get right to it again because there's so much to do. You're going to need 2 blocks today and a strap and a bolster. And also we're going to go to a couch later. And then I'm adding the wall sit. I'm just going to do it every day, even though we won't be working the squats today. I'm just going to try to, increase it 15 seconds, every day. So, you kind of keep track, and if you did 30 seconds yesterday and then do 45 today, don't push, but you want to feel the burn on that. So why I'm saying that is because you'll need to go to a wall. You can't really do that on your couch. All right. Adding some things today. Let's sit back. Just take stock. How's everything going? One quad tighter than the other, or are they both pretty much the same? Are you a little sore? Maybe not. I'm trying to go at a nice gradual pace so that you're just a little sore. All right, let's come up to hands and knees, table, spread your fingers. Yeah, and feel that wrist. Yep, so it feels pretty good, right? Spread them wide, elbows to the outside, and then just lean forward. Find that place where it begins to get uncomfortable and just stay there, pushing the shoulders a little forward. Breathe. So while we're here, try to get this sensation of the wrist and then how far forward your shoulders are. Because when we get to the planks today, we're going to try to push forward to that place. I say push forward, but how do you know how forward you are if you don't have a mirror? Well, sometimes the mirrors are bad because, you're going for a position instead of a feeling. What we want to do is we want to go right here to this edge of stretch. All right, now just rocking back and forth by pressing the fingertips and letting them go. And press and let them go. And press and reach. And press, release, chest goes forward. Just a couple more. Press and reach. Last one. Press and push. Push forward without releasing the fingers. Press into your hands. Keep squeezing the fingertips into the ground like you're trying to dig your fingers through your yoga mat. And then you're forward. So just feel the work as you stretch. And tuck your toes. Sit back. Ankle bones together. Roll the wrists. Now when we do that last one, I feel a pull through my right thumb. Only my right thumb. But I'm pretty sure that that's from being right-handed and doing, most things grabbing with my right hand. You just have to pay attention to things like that. And then if you do, you can keep ahead of things. All right, hands forward again, fingers back. Release your toes. Move forward and bend the elbows. Press the fingers. Feel that lower arm stretch. Press the base of your fingers. So actually it's nice to press the first knuckle off of the hand. So if you press that, you feel that stretch through the lower arm increase. And peel that. Rotate again, just sitting on your feet. If you're back here, and remember too, if you can't sit back on your feet, you start with your bolster, on your calves, and you don't go further than that. You just have to deal with where you are. All right, wrists are feeling pretty good today. All right, hands are forward. Sit back, and we're going to pull the tailbone forward. So tuck the tailbone, pull that lower stomach, let that lift you up, and then release the pelvis back, lift the chest up, and sit. And pull the tailbone, let the spine curve, and release. And sit. Now people have said, isn't this just cat-cow? It's pretty much just cat-cow. So, here, cat-cow. But what is different here is I am using my legs and my stomach to pull myself up. So there's a lot more work through the legs and the lower stomach. And then I think for me, I can really feel that lower stomach much better coming from that position. So exhale, pull up, inhale, sit back. Exhale, pull the tailbone, inhale, feel the fold. Exhale, pull the tailbone, inhale, feel the fold. Exhale, pull the tailbone, inhale, feel the fold. Couple more. Exhale, up, inhale, chest reach forward. Exhale, chest follows the curve. Inhale, it feels the extension. Exhale, and up. Inhale, release. Exhale, and up. Inhale, and release. Stay. So, sliding out to the elbows. Holding this first position, so we're in a half Sphinx plank. How did we do that? We pulled our tailbone and then push back. Lift up, tuck the toes, elbows down. Press to dolphin. Push through the heels. And then just go out to plank again, full plank. Reach, sit bones up, and knees, and sit. All right, so one more of those. So we pull our tailbone, slide out half, push back, tuck the toes. No, sorry, elbows down, tuck the toes, and elbows down. Lift up to dolphin, walk forward, tuck your tail, push back, knees down, and sit. All right, so I do 2 of those, for people that have wrist issues. So if that's you, you keep going with that variation. If you want to go to the second one, then stretch your hands out. Pull back. So we tuck the tailbone. Exhale. Out and down. Inhale. Tuck the toes. Exhale, press back to the down dog. Reach the heels. Pull your tailbone. Lower to the plank. Feel that forward position. Lift the tailbone. Go up on the balls of the feet on this one. Bend the knees, curl. And then extend. So we go. Exhale. Pull out. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Back. Pull the tailbone out and up. You go. Bend the knees. Sit back. Pull the tailbone. Exhale. Inhale down. Push up. Exhale. Tailbone and heels. Pull the tailbone to the plank. Push up really high. Knees bent and sit. Pull the tailbone. Go out and down. Press up. Tuck the feet. Tailbone reach and tailbone pull out. Lift the tailbone up on your toes and bend the knees and sit. Pull your tailbone. Go out. This is different. Down. Push straight back into the down dog. Pull the tailbone and go out. Lift it up. Bend the knees. Go down. Again. Pull the tailbone. Go out. Down. Push back and reach. Pull the tailbone and go out. Lift really high. Bend the knees and sit. Another one of those. Pull your tailbone and go down. Push back and down dog. Go. Tailbone and out. Lift up and down. Last one. Pull the tailbone and down. Press back, downward dog. Pull the tailbone and out. Lift up, bend the knees and sit. Breathe. Right? Wild hair. Pretty soon it'll be ponytail time. Couple breaths. So at the end of that, you know, we've done not full push-ups, but half push-ups. Full push-ups will be coming. And then we're also going to be adding a sidearm balance. So yesterday, in one of the Sphinx planks variations, we did sidearm balance. So we will be doing sidearm balance in the full plank variation. So today we're just going to review that. And we'll do a half side plank and then we'll do the full. Alright. So, come into table. Take that left foot tuck it back. Now you're going to roll your left hip up as you roll that foot to the side, and then push the hip up and stretch up. All right, so this is the position for side plank. What I like about it is that, you know, it's not that hard. We have most of our weight on our knee. There's some weight on the hand. So for those of you that are kind of getting used to putting weight on the hands, there's that. But I like this rotation of the pelvis up to the ceiling, mainly because you can feel the inside of that right hip stretch. And you can kind of work on how vertical this is. Now, if we were at the lodge, I would give everybody a sandbag, and we would push the sandbag up to the ceiling. I'm just kind of assuming that most of us don't have sandbags, but you still want to keep that nice push up. So what we're going to do here is release your right shoulder. So sag down so you feel your shoulder jam into your neck, and then push up. Feel the difference. Do that one more time. Let it come down, and then push up. Just keep that nice lift. Keep the pelvis coming forward. Couple more breaths. And roll everything back to parallel and knee down. All right, other side. Whoops. Right toe tuck under. Now, roll that hip up. Feel your foot come down, and then take that right arm up. Push your left hip socket forward so you feel it open. The back of that hip into the thighs contracting. You feel your chest open, so take a couple of big inhales of the ribs forward towards your head. Release that left shoulder. Feel that shoulder kind of push into the neck, and then push up. And again, pull it down and push up. Stay there, keep that hip lifted. Keep pushing that left hip forward. And roll down, roll the hip, and sit. All right. So that's the position. Now we've done a lot of side balances, and I think the side balances in the Sphinx are harder than the ones on the hand. So we're just going to go right from plank to the sidearm balance. If you're doing Sphinx planks, then you're going to do what we did Monday. You're going to go from Sphinx plank to side plank. And then if you want to put your knee down, feel free. You want to make sure that they're challenging, but you're not up there, you know, straining, struggling, and shaking. We're not going to hold this that long. So here we go. So when we're going into a plank from the table, you know, send a leg back. I'm sending my left leg back because it's closest to the camera. So as I tuck my toe and push back, you can see my whole torso rocking back off of my hands. You don't want to start here in your plank. So what's nice is feel this, move your foot up a little bit, then push. And then you'll feel your spine sag, lift your belly up. So don't let your waist drop down. Lift your belly up, and then add your second leg. Push from your hands to your feet. You know, we've done about 7 of these already. Push up, spine is going up through. Now you're just going to lift your left hip up, roll to the outside of your foot, and side plank. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Push your chest. Push away from your arm. Feel the work on the underside. Just a couple more seconds. Keep pushing the sit bones down, reaching the collarbones. Now take a big inhale. Exhale, lift your waist up. So contract your belly. Pull your pubic bone. Roll back to center. Waist is lifted. Now lift that right hip up. Roll. Side plank. Breathe. Feel the hip push up. Push up and out of the arm. One more big inhale. Roll up. Waist up. Push. Down dog. Now reach your heels. Feel your fingers. Push it through. Lift the sit bones. Feel the armpits extend. And then just come down to sitting. All right, side plank. So we'll be putting that into that warm-up arm routine that we have going. Took a long time to get to that place, putting all those things together. All right, we're gonna sit down with our legs extended forward. And we're going to get our blocks. All right. Remember, if you have nice long arms, you don't need blocks. How do you know if you have long arms? You sit up nice and tall, you flex your wrists, you straighten your arm, you send it down to towards your hip. My hand does not touch the ground. I don't have long arms. If your hand is on the ground and your elbow is bent, you're good to go. All right, so heels of the hands on the blocks, straighten your arms. So that'll mean the shoulders are going up to your ears. Find those shoulder blades and push down. Keep your chest and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit. Just a couple of breaths. Again, press the arms and push up. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Calm down. Breathe. Relax your chest when you do that. Now when we're doing jump backs and using the arms, our hand position is not this far back. All we're doing here is working shoulder blades, right? We're not even working triceps. Just shoulder blades. Why? Because our arms are straight when we start. All right? So we're going to do just one more. Pull the shoulder blades down into your back and push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sit down. Right leg up, left leg up. Feel the hip socket pull back. Feel the, thigh pull back into the socket. So your legs are not just going up like this. They're going up and pull. Up and pull. Up, pull back. Up, pull back. Up, pull back. up, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back. Both pull up and down, pull up and down, pull up and down, pull up and down. Try not to rock back and down. Don't rock back to VC. Just pull the legs up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Up, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Cross the ankles. And hang forward. And just let the hips open. And come up. Cross them the other way. Hang over. And come up. So just a little bit of a break. All right, now, actually send the legs straight out. All right, so I'm gonna go up a little higher on my block. And so what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna push up and then we're gonna do shrugs. So you're going to straighten your arms. I can barely straighten them on this higher position. We're going to push up and we're going to go down, up, all right? Now, this is still just shoulder blades, just working shoulder blades. We'll get to a little bit more tricep next week. So straighten your arms as best as you can. You can hardly get them there. Now, pull up. And we're going to keep our arms straight, sit bones down, push up. Sit bones down, push up. Shoulders towards your ears, push up. Shoulders towards your ears, push up. Shoulders towards your ears, push up. Shoulders to the ears, maybe not all the way, push up. Down, push up. Release, push up. Release, push up. Release, push up. 2 more, release, push up. Last one, release, push up, and come down. Keep your legs forward, and then pull them in, soles of the feet together. Just make a nice diamond shape, kind of 90 at the ankle, or sorry, at the knee, and then just let your torso go forward. If you can put your head on your feet, do that, but we're not really pulling and pushing. This is just a release. And come back up. All right, so our hip here is, externally rotated, and we're gonna add something here. So first though, let's just stretch our legs to straight and get the hand position. So we're going to take our fingers, they're going to be pointing towards our sit bones, and then you're going to reach your hands back behind you. All right, make your fingers nice and wide. So it's a bit of a wrist stretch, right? We did something similar on the couch, but this time lift your chest up. So as you lift your chest up, right, you feel a little bit more stretch through the wrist. So we're going to try to keep this position while we do this next exercise. But first I just wanted to show you the position, because sometimes, in the middle of doing this, your wrist is going, nope, I just can't take this. So what I want you to do, if you can't, is just flip them the other way and then put a little bend in them. All right? Or if you need to come up and take all of the weight off, you just do that.
See, Emily says that's crazy hard.
It's crazy hard? Yeah, in your chest or in the wrist. Ask her that.
You're asking right now.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. Because Millie, you can hear me. So is that in your chest hard, crazy hard, or in your wrist? So answer me. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our feet and you're going to bend them about 90, right? And you're going to put them the width of your yoga mat. And then you're going to take your hands, put them back into that position, right? And push your chest up. Now we're going to take our right leg and we're going to roll the right leg to the inside. You're going to let your left leg just kind of open. Now as that right leg comes to the inside, keep that right shoulder back. And you're going to feel an even bigger stretch across that right shoulder. All right, so push down into that right arm. Feel the shoulder in the front stretch. Pull the inside of that knee towards the ground. Mine's not coming to the ground. Maybe it will in the next couple.
Shrugs on block.
Shrugs on blocks. Oh, okay. Roll back up. Yes, shrugs on blocks, man, they're not easy. All right, now take your left knee, roll it down. My left knee's going to go even less. Now roll that left shoulder down and try to pull that knee towards the mat. Feel that stretch across that right shoulder. And then roll it back up. When you roll up, the tendency is to sag the shoulders. Try not to do that, so push back up. And we're going to do that again, this time a little faster. Right knee down, press through the right shoulder, and pull up. Left knee down, press through the shoulder, and pull up. Right knee down, press, and pull up. Left knee down, press, and pull up. Right knee down, press, pull up. Left knee down, press, pull up. Right knee down, press, pull up. Left knee down, press, pull. One more round. Right knee down. Feel your chest and the shoulder. Pull back up. Left knee down and pull it and push up. Release your arms because that's going to be the thing that is the most hard. Roll down on your back. So here, just press the backs of your hands together. Let the wrist stretch. So we've been working the components of all this stuff, and then we're putting them together. Pull the knees in, and then just let yourself go back and forth. So when I talk about foundations, what I'm trying to do is pick apart everything and then work the pieces so that when we get things into more complex postures, positions, that we all have the ability to feel it and to hold it and to work it. All right, stretch your legs straight up. Just let them be there for about a minute. So I'm pulling my legs just a little bit. My knees are together. Just a little baby stretch, really. All right, now I want you to feel your waist press into the ground. So you're gonna pull your pubic bone, bend your knees, all right? We're going right to this today. So we haven't even engaged our hip flexors. We're just pulling our pubic bone. Now, if you can't feel that, then pull the knees in and go through the steps again. But if you can feel that, stay right here. Once you stop pulling that waist into the ground, you're automatically release into this arch. You can't see it that well, but I think you can see it a little bit. But you can definitely feel it. Stretch the legs up and then reach them to 45. Pull the shoulder blades down, pick your head up. Reach, and then come back up. Inhale, exhale, reach, waist stays down, inhale up. Only doing 5. Exhale, reach, keep your waist. Inhale up, exhale, reach, keep the waist. Inhale up, exhale, reach, stay there, hold on. If you have to come up a little higher to hold, do that. If you need to hold your neck like I'm doing it, do it. Press your waist, breathe. Keep pulling that pubic bone into your rib cage. If you can lower it, lower it. Pull them up, grab a hold, pull them in, wrap your hands around and just relax. Open them, little rolls side to side. Just easy. All right, now we're gonna do the back and up rolls. So we're just gonna pull, 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 pull. Last one, pull, roll up. Hold on to your knees, lift your chest, breathe. Pelvis is forward, chest is lifted. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to roll down and then roll back up. We're going to try to do that without letting our feet touch the ground. So just hold on the first one. So feel your pelvis, it's pushing forward, right? Now what we want to do is we want to pull ourselves back into the curl. And then we're going to push back up to this position. All right, so what we're doing is we're going here, we're an anterior tilt of the pelvis. We're going to hold on to our abdominals. We're going to roll through the back down to the ground, and then we'll pull ourselves back up with the hip flexors, all right? So we're here. Let go if you can or not. Just hold on. Roll down. Pull up. And roll down. Pull up. And roll down. pull up. One more. And roll down. Pull up. Let go. Stay. Breathe. Keep breathing. Keep pushing your pelvis into your thighs. Couple more. And release. Feet down. Let the legs go to straight. And you feel the front of your hips open. Couple nice big inhales. This is just really to let your back and hips go, because that was, you know, a decent amount of work on your belly and your hips. Then bend the knees, roll to your right side, and then we're going to press into a child pose. So just sit back, child pose. Roll yourself up, come forward, tuck your toes, and then, if you can, you're going to press back onto your feet. If this is too much on your knees, then just come up and come back to here. All right? But if you can, we're just in this squat. My heels aren't on the ground. I can't get them on the ground in this parallel position. But if yours are on the ground, good. I know Patty's are on the ground. So we're just going to hang over here. Let the knees open a little bit. Relax your ankles. Relax the front of your ankles. Breathe. All right, now to come out of this, reach. You can put your knees down or just shift onto your hands and straighten your legs. So we're in a forward bend. We worked this yesterday. Just see what it's like. Sit bones, hip sockets should be over your feet. If you can't and you have a block handy, just grab a block, pull the knees up, roll them in. Just going to stay here for about a minute. And then bend the knees, hands on your thigh, flatten your back out, And then just come to standing. And I know I'm out of the shot, but that's okay because I want you to walk to your wall. Can I have the second hand? And we're going to do our wall sit. All right, so your back's against a wall. Walk your feet forward. Knees are together. Slide yourself down to that horizontal position. Knees are at a 90. Thighs are working. And we're just going to stay here, right? Push with your feet. Feel your whole back against the wall. So you're using the work of your thighs to press yourself into the wall. There's 15. Keep breathing. There's 30. There's 45. There's 1 minute. Trying for 1:15. And 1:15. If you can, just slide yourself down. Relax your low back. Stay here. Quads like to work. So even though we're not going to do the quad work today for one-legged balances and whatnot, I'm just going to do those every day. So that was 1:15. I'll increase 15 seconds every day. And then if you do them on the off days, you know, if you're maybe not to a minute, try to do them on the off days. I mean, it doesn't really take that long to get your quads kind of beefed up. All right. Now we're going to put our feet back underneath the couch. And we're going to do the back extensions. So, going to tie your legs together. Kind of snug it up. And feet underneath. All right, so put your arms underneath your chest and come down. And we're just gonna work on the pelvis. So take your sit bones, drive them into the backs of your legs, push out on the strap, and then push your feet up into the couch. And spend your focus, use your focus to work on your pelvis. So your sit bones are driving into the back of your legs. You're pushing out on the strap. Your feet are pushing up into the couch. Squeeze your glutes. And then just imagine your pelvis going from horizontal to trying to tilt up. If we could get to 45 degrees with our pelvis, you would be, you know, really high off the ground. Move your arms, breathe. Keep rotating. Feel your legs work all the way down to your feet. One more inhale, exhale, release, come straight down, breathe, turn your head to your favorite side profile, breathe into your back. Turn your head to the other side. Breathe. And then we're coming back to center. Come up onto your elbows. Let your shoulders sag. Let your back sag. So for some of us, when your back sags, you feel that pinch in the low back, or you feel something weird in the low back. If that's you, you have to drive your sit bones into the backs of your legs and lengthen that out the entire time that you're working this. And it's good for you, but you can't let yourself drop into your low back. So if you do it wrong, it's not good. You do it right, it's good. Like everything, right? So we're gonna do one more of just this, just extending the spine, because we haven't been doing very many cobras anymore. I'm trying to incorporate the cobras kind of into this work. All right, but before we do that, we're going to put our chin on the back of our fist or the back of our hands. Relax your neck. Push your chest forward. If you have to, pull your sit bones, do that. Mainly just reach that sternum forward. And then release that. We've got that upper back a little bit on line. Pull underneath your chest, and then one more back extension. All right, so press out on the strap, pull your quads, drive your feet up into the chair, take your sit bones down, work your pelvis into that rotation, all right? And then take your hands back, breathe. One more big inhale and release. Breathe into your back. Take your feet out. Creep yourself back. All right, come up onto your elbows. What's your back feel like? Tuck your tailbone. Drive your sit bones into the backs of your legs. Reach your chest forward. If you can't get rid of that pinch in your back, you have to come down. You come down and you just drive your sit bones into the backs of your legs. That's all. Keep that in the back nice and long. People that are up here, you're doing the same thing. We're just trying to open the front of the hips a little bit more. The nice thing about these positions is that we can really focus on what we need to do. And we can get stronger and longer where we need to. So we're trying to lengthen the front of our legs, the quads, the hip sockets, the hip flexors, opening the hip sockets. And what's strengthening? Your glutes, your sit bones, and your hamstrings and your low back. Couple more breaths right there. And then release it, come down. Let that go, it should feel pretty good. Head on the back of your hands, and then just straighten your legs if you can. Or keep them partially bent. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to pull our pubic bone to the ground. We're not trying to get up as high as we can. We're trying to rotate our pelvis down to the ground. So you're taking your sit bones and you're pushing them into the backs of your legs, and you're trying to pull your pubic bone to the floor. And as you do that, you get more extension over your hip sockets. So just breathe there. Couple more. Keep pulling. If it's too much, take your legs down. Keep driving those sit bones into the backs of the legs, pulling the pubic bone towards the ground. And then slowly release. Let the legs slide back down. Give it a little bit of a wiggle. And then one more. If you're okay here, then grab your bolster. Lay on your bolster. If you're okay there, come up onto your elbows. All right? So, release the shoulders, drive the sit bones into the backs of the legs, and then push up. So now we're increasing the arch of our upper back. We're kind of coming up a little bit. You're driving those sit bones down. For those of you that have been doing yoga a long time, so we're in a bow without arms. So what I'm trying to do with all of this is to really establish the pelvis before we add the arms. So we're pulling our pubic bone towards the ground. You're reaching your sit bones down towards your legs. You're reaching your chest up. Just 30 more seconds of breathing here, pushing your rib cage forward. And then release that down. Just roll to your right side. Unsnap yourself. And then we need to come over into a sit.
Do knees lift off the ground?
What?
Do knees lift off the ground?
Yes. If they can. All right, everybody. That's it for today. Thank you for being here. I hope that you can go out and enjoy the beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Namaste.